Hello, everybody, and welcome to Walking Between Shadows. I'm Taryn Elliott, and along with me is my amazing husband.
I'm Ben Elliott.
And we're here to talk about true crime all the time.
Hey Ben,
Hey, Taryn.
I want to talk about this case that's not so new, but it is sparking attention that's somewhat new.
Mm-hmm.
And it is out of East Tennessee in a town called Hillam, Tennessee. And this is a very strange case, and it takes twists and turns that will confuse many people because it just seems so obvious. But on May the 2nd, 26-year-old Caitlin Ledbetter supposedly got in an argument with her father's girlfriend.
What year was this?
This was in 2021.
Okay. So May the 2nd, you said?
May 2nd of 2021.
Say that again.
On May 2nd of 2021, Caitlin Ledbetter supposedly got into a fight with her father's girlfriend and jumped out of a 2-story window and walked off into the woods of East Tennessee.
Just in the dark of night.
Just in the dark of night. 26 years old, said to be a quiet girl, and she had a job and she had a boyfriend named Dustin, and was living with her father at the time when all this went down. She was said to have jumped out of this 2nd-story window wearing her pajamas, basically. 5 a.m. in the morning, jumps out barefoot with white boxer shorts with little polka dots on them, blue polka dots, and a royal blue tank top. And just goes. And is never seen again.
And we know that time of the year in the mountains of Tennessee, it can still be kind of cool in early May.
Oh, yeah.
Especially that time of day. There's no sun up yet.
And nobody with any sense is, why wouldn't she leave by vehicle, call her boyfriend, take her cell phone, put some shoes on? You're not going to jump out of a window barefoot in the woods and just be gone.
So she's disappeared.
She's disappeared. I mean, she's just like vanished off the face of the earth.
So where's this story even being told from?
This comes from her father.
That she was living with at the time.
Her father that she was living with at the time. And I suppose at the time, his girlfriend. And her name was Crystal Tyson. And 3 months after this happened, after Caitlin disappeared, Scott Ledbetter, Caitlin's father's house, burned to the ground with Crystal Dean inside. Crystal Dean Tyson inside. His girlfriend is in the basement. So
this was the girlfriend that he had living with him when she disappeared, when she jumped out the window and disappeared. This was her father's girlfriend at the time.
Same girlfriend that she supposedly got into an argument with.
Mm-hmm.
And jumped out her window because she was in a fight with Crystal. I believe Crystal was 36. So there was 10 years difference between the two. To me, it makes no sense.
So the house catches fire 3 months later, and I guess, what was it, the fire department found bones, or how did they find her in there?
Well, she was in the basement, so by the time they were able to put the fire out, they found her.
So she was probably still intact, and
right, and there is rumors that she was bound in the basement.
Oh, okay.
I do not know if that's true or not. And I go on Reddit and read a lot of things and comments and articles, and I went on there and read some things, and I know that Caitlin's boyfriend's mother, so Dustin's mother, has made some comments on some of those posts about, Caitlin, because some people were trying to accuse the boyfriend. No, he had to have done it. That's not true. according to Dustin's mother, no. I mean, they weren't having issues. He wasn't the last person to see her alive. Her father was. And admittedly, to the police, he was the last, her father was the last one to see her alive.
So a house catches fire 3 months after she disappears. They find her dad's girlfriend dead in the basement. Mm-hmm. When did police start looking at this?
That's right. You would think that they would already have had quite a bit of information out there.
3 months of searching for her.
Right.
But at this point, they still hadn't even started looking for Caitlin.
No. As a matter of fact, they did not start looking for Caitlin until February of 2022. So that was 9 months later.
9 months, yeah.
Yeah.
So the police department was never alerted.
Right.
Then the girlfriend's dead in the basement 3 months after the daughter disappears.
Right.
And yet it still took 9 months for local authorities to start looking for her.
Yes. 9 months. And I do not know why this is not out there more.
So why, all right, her boyfriend, she's been gone for 9 months. Why didn't her boyfriend report it?
I do not know.
Or his mother, who apparently knew a lot about their relationship.
And maybe they did. And maybe there was just not much help from anyone else. I mean, yes, she was reported missing. And you can put out a missing persons, alert. But she was 26 years old and had the right to leave without telling anyone if she wanted to. That's what makes it so difficult. And people believe that just because someone's over the age of 18 that they can't file a missing persons report. Well, this is very untrue. You can file a missing persons report on somebody as soon as you discover they're missing. So there's no hesitation on that. I looked into this because so many times people will not report their children or adult children missing until, 24 to 48 hours after.
Yeah, but 9 months?
Right. So
do you think they were reported that somebody did report her missing?
I think her father did.
And the police just didn't do shit for 9 months?
I don't think they did. I don't think they sent out people searching for her. Maybe they put out a missing persons alert.
It's a rough place surrounded by rough terrain. Turkey Town Road in Hillham, Overton County is a place where bad things happen. Caitlin Ledbetter was a quiet 26-year-old woman. She lived with her dad and his girlfriend in a house that used to stand here. She worked and stayed out of trouble until a cool May morning in 2021. On that morning, her father, Scotty Ledbetter, told police that after getting in an argument with his girlfriend, Caitlin jumped out of her bedroom window and ran off into the deep woods.
She was wearing like a crop type t-shirt, pajama shorts, no shoes. She had no cell phone. She didn't have a vehicle or a car. And he said when he saw her last, she was headed out into the woods.
Terry Loftus knew Caitlin very well because Caitlin was the longtime girlfriend of her son, Dustin. It's been 18 long months and every day feels like another nail in Caitlin's coffin.
She's missed her birthdays, family's birthdays, special occasions. No sound has come from her. Nothing has come from her. And I still don't understand why she would have jumped out the window. If they had an argument, why didn't she go out the front door? So nothing about it really makes any sense.
And this is no place for a walk in the woods. Far from it.
It's nothing but hills and hollers and steep declines. And it's not something that I would even be happy about doing it if I had the gear that I needed to do it.
Eric Hammock got involved in the case not as a friend or a relative, but as a citizen of Overton County who felt law enforcement had failed this young woman.
I feel like in this area, if you're not a certain type of person, then you don't get the same response from law enforcement as other people do. Like you don't get the same treatment as the guy in the nice neighborhood driving the Mercedes gets. You just kind of get written off.
Hammock offers this astonishing evidence for his claim. The Overton County Sheriff's Department's first comprehensive search happened 9 months after Caitlin's disappearance. 9 months. You feel like this law enforcement has failed this family.
Big time. I don't know of any excuse that could be given to me to say that we waited over 9 months to do a search.
There's more. Caitlin's father, Scotty Ledbetter, had an active warrant for his arrest. Police did not arrest him the day Caitlin disappeared. Then Ledbetter's home burned down. His girlfriend died inside. Still an active warrant, still no arrest. Another witness to what happened. Gone forever. And what was that argument about that morning that was ugly enough to make a 26-year-old jump out of a window 5 to 7 feet to the ground? There's more. The original detective on the case, who later left the Overton County Sheriff's Department, apparently lost evidence because the new detective told the family they no longer had critical texts from Caitlin around the time of her disappearance.
I'm not sure even what all he did lose. And I don't know that they know what he lost, you know what I mean? So you don't even get that little bit of piece of saying, you know what, we did all we could do. It's just not true.
But this is in the hills of East Tennessee, and this is a Turkeytown Road, I believe. It's like a Turkeytown area. You know,
yeah, that was the name of the road.
Right. So I mean, I think it's pretty secluded, and it's surrounded by woods and a lot of terrain. And I do not think there was many people that were out looking, and maybe a couple, maybe her boyfriend, maybe his mother, but. What the only information they had was what Scott Ledbetter has told them, and that was, you know, she got in a fight with my girlfriend and hopped right on out the window barefoot.
Yeah, but I mean, clearly she had other people that cared about her that probably saw her on a daily basis. She had a job, right. Yeah, and yet I just find it sounds to me like the dad killed her.
Yeah,
and you know, probably got rid of her. Killed his girlfriend. Didn't quite do as good a job getting rid of her.
Right, but what do you do at that point? My daughter's missing, and the girl she got in a fight with that happens to be my girlfriend. Well, she's missing too.
Yeah, she died of smoke inhalation with ropes around her arms and legs.
Well, that's alleged. We do not know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what it sounds like happened to me.
Right, and I don't know anything about his background, or if he was violent with Caitlin. I don't even know who Caitlin's mother is, or if Caitlin's mother is even still surviving. I do not know at this time. I know that it seems like the one advocate for Caitlin has been her boyfriend's mother.
But now, they weren't originally from Tennessee.
I believe they might be from somewhere else, because Scott had posted that Indianapolis, Indiana, right? Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, because some friends or family in Indianapolis posted a thing, be on the lookout for this girl. This was our old neighbor's daughter, and named her dad.
So they were looking more for her up there than they were here in Tennessee.
But that wasn't posted until February of 22, after the police had announced that they were looking for her. And
it makes me wonder, because I had looked up Scott on Facebook and social media, and I found him on Facebook, and I found him located in Hillam, Tennessee, and then one in Indianapolis, Indiana. So I wonder if he has moved back there and now has different company around him, that are kind of supporting him a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I would say that he probably killed her.
Yeah.
And then the only surviving witness is now gone too.
Well, I mean, all right, so how much, I guess we can assume also, and again, this is an assumption, that a lot of evidence burned up in that house.
Right.
Like her phone and her clothes and any potential blood spatter or any of that kind of stuff.
Right, because I do not believe that was ever searched.
Right. That's why I don't think he ever said anything about her missing.
Right.
Even after they found his house afire and the dead woman in the basement.
I have a hard time, and I don't know who. He could have just told the boyfriend that.
Right.
And we don't know.
Right.
We don't know, but it seems to me like they need to pull his ass back up in there and ask him a lot of questions. And I want to find out what happens with the fire. I know they were reopening that investigation as well with the death of Crystal Tyson, who was Caitlin's dad's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So Caitlin is 26 years old. She's blonde. She has some tattoos on her.
Mm-hmm.
She's 160 pounds, 5'3",
Mm-hmm.
blue eyes. Last seen wearing white shorts with blue polka dots and a royal blue tank top.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be in Turkeytown Road area in Hillam, Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we always encourage anybody that hears this that may know anything about it, whether they think it's useful or not, call the Hillam Police Department. And do we know what county that is?
That was in Overton County, Tennessee.
Overton County.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, baby.
Thank you.
We'll update that one again too if we hear anything.
This has been Walking Between Shadows. Again, I'm your host, Ben Elliott, and my wife, Taryn Elliott. Look for our next episodes coming soon, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.